Good morning. It's Monday, April 13th, the first Monday of the Easter season, and I hope that you had a blessed, although I'm sure quite different, Easter morning than you have had in the past. Mine was quiet, a little bit of sharing with friends and family, and I appreciate that. But it is different to be at home. It is hard to be isolated and not people that we love in our faith communities. There's only one poem that fits for this day after Easter that I think so. So we're going to be reading from Wendell Berry's The Country of Marriage and his poem Manifesto, the Mad Farmer Liberation Front. And we'll also be reading from the book of Psalms, Psalm 122. The translation that I use for the Psalms, I've mentioned before, is Robert Alter's translation with commentary. And one of the things I like about Robert Alter's translation is he attempts to keep the poetic nature of the Psalms and the rhythm and the pacing of the lines. And I just want to explain a phrase before we get there so that you know what he's talking about. Psalm 122 has perhaps that really famous phrase, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. The word that's translated as peace is the word shalom, which is so much more rich than how we understand peace. Shalom means well-being, wholeness, fulfillment, and peace just kind of has a narrow sliver of that. In the Hebrew, Jerusalem and Shalom kind of have a similar sound to them when they're spoken. And so he translates peace, Shalom, as weal, W-E-A-L, which is a word that we probably don't speak very much. But weal has that sense of well-being for the whole community, not just an absence of conflict or war. So when you hear that, where we would be used to hearing pray for the peace of Jerusalem, we'll hear pray for Jerusalem's weal. So I invite you to take a moment, join me. Make sure you're sitting comfortably where you are. Close other tabs or other things that might have your attention. And be present and aware of God's love and grace that surrounds you in this moment today. From Matthew 5, verse 4. Blessed are those who weep, for their tears will be wiped away. Let's pray. Light, golden light, fresh from the source. Colors, creation's colors calling our senses. Life, life in its oneness, life in its manifold oneness, all from you. You are the sun from whom the morning shines. You are the river in whom each life form flows, each face, each race, each cell within our ever-living soul. This new day, we greet you. Together, let us be still and aware of God's love. As I said, our psalm for the day is Psalm 122, a psalm of ascents for David. I rejoiced in those who said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. Our feet were standing in your gates, Jerusalem. Jerusalem built like a town that is joined fast together, where the tribes go up, the tribes of Yahweh. An ordinance it is for Israel to acclaim the name of the Lord, for there the thrones of judgment stand, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for Jerusalem's weal. May your lovers rest tranquil. May there be well-being within your ramparts, tranquility in your palaces. For the sake of my brothers and my companions, let me speak, pray of your weal. For the sake of the house of the Lord our God, let me seek. And perhaps one of Wendell Berry's most famous poems, Manifesto, the Mad Farmer Liberation Front. Love the quick profit, the annual raise, vacation with pay, want more of everything ready-made. Be afraid to know your neighbors and to die, and you will have a window in your head. Not even your future will be a mystery anymore. Your mind will be punched in a card and shut away in a little drawer. When they want you to buy something, they will call you. And when they want you to die for profit, they will let you know. So friends, every day do something that won't compute. Love the Lord, love the world, work for nothing, take all you have and be poor. Love someone who does not deserve it. Denounce the government and embrace hope to live in that free republic for which it stands. Give your approval to all you cannot understand. Praise ignorance, for what man has not encountered, he has not destroyed. Ask the questions that have no answers. Invest in the millennium. Plant sequoias. Say that your main crop is the forest that you did not plant, that you will not live to harvest. Say that the leaves are harvested when they have rotted into the mold. Call that profit. Prophesy such returns. Put your faith in the 2 inches of hummus that will build under the trees every 1,000 years. Listen to the carry-on. Put your ear close and hear the faint chattering of the songs that are to come. Expect the end of the world. Laugh. Laughter is immeasurable. Be joyful, though you have considered all the facts. So long as women do not go cheap for power, please women more than men. Ask yourself, will this satisfy a woman satisfied to bear a child? Go with your love to the fields. Lie easy in the shade, head in her lap. Swear allegiance to what is nighest your thoughts. As soon as the generals and the politicos can predict the motions of your mind, lose it. Leave it as a sign to mark the false trail, the way you didn't go. Be like the fox who makes more tracks than necessary, some in the wrong direction. Practice resurrection. Wendell Berry, Manifesto, the Mad Farmer Liberation Front. I invite us to take a moment and reflect on the psalm and its prayer for the shalom of the city and for Wendell Berry's words. For the freshness of this new day, thanks be to you, O God. For the morning's gift of clarity, its light like the first day's dawn, thanks be to you. In this newborn light, let us see afresh. In this gateway onto what has never been before, let our soul breathe hope for the earth, for the creatures, for the human family. Let our soul breathe hope. Join me in praying for peace. On this day, the blessings of heaven. On this day, the blessings of earth. On this day, the blessings of sea and of sky, to open us to life, to ground us in life, to fill us with life and with wonder. On those we love this day and on every human family, the blessings of heaven, the blessings of earth, the blessings of sea and of sky. Thank you for joining me this morning. Be well, always be kind, and be the church where you are.